The United States has built some of the greatest engineering marvels in history. But not every mega project becomes a success. Some collapsed because of politics, others because of poor planning, and some simply became too expensive to finish. Today, we're counting down the 5 biggest American megaprojects that became massive failures and why they went so horribly wrong. Let's begin. Number 5. California High-Speed Rail. The $100 billion train that still isn't finished. When California announced its high-speed rail project in 2008, it sounded revolutionary. The plan was simple. A train traveling over 220 miles per hour would connect San Francisco and Los Angeles in under 3 hours. The original budget was around $33 billion, and construction was expected to finish within about a decade. But reality turned out very differently. Construction faced endless lawsuits over land acquisition. Environmental reviews took years. Inflation drove up material costs, and political leaders repeatedly changed the project's priorities. As delays piled up, the budget kept growing. Today, estimates have climbed to well over $100 billion, making it one of the most expensive transportation projects in American history. Even after years of construction, only sections in California's Central Valley are being built. While the original vision remains far from complete. Number 4. The Big Dig. Boston's Big Dig was supposed to solve one of America's worst traffic problems. Instead of an elevated highway cutting through downtown, engineers planned to move the entire freeway underground. It became one of the most ambitious urban engineering projects ever attempted. The original estimate was about $3 billion. The final cost, nearly $15 billion. Why? Engineers encountered unexpected underground conditions. Construction became far more complex than expected, and design changes continued throughout the project. But the biggest blow came after completion. Water leaks appeared inside the tunnels, and in 2006, a concrete ceiling panel collapsed, killing a driver. Although the Big Dig eventually reduced congestion and improved Boston's skyline, it became famous worldwide as an example of how poor management and weak oversight can turn a brilliant idea into an engineering nightmare. Number 3. Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Repository. America has produced radioactive nuclear waste for decades. The government believed it had found the perfect long-term storage site deep inside Nevada's Yucca Mountain. Scientists spent decades studying the location, while tunnels were drilled hundreds of feet underground. More than $15 billion was invested. Then politics stepped in. Nevada strongly opposed becoming America's nuclear waste storage site. Environmental groups raised concerns about earthquakes, groundwater contamination, and transportation risks. Legal battles dragged on for years. Eventually, funding was halted. Today, despite billions already spent, Yucca Mountain has never accepted a single shipment of nuclear waste. Instead, most radioactive waste remains stored at nuclear power plants across the country. It became one of the most expensive projects that never actually operated. Number 2. Washington Public Power Supply System. During the energy crisis of the 1970s, officials believed America would need far more electricity. Their solution? Build 5 massive nuclear reactors. The project looked like the future, but forecasts proved completely wrong. Electricity demand slowed, inflation pushed construction costs through the roof, and interest rates skyrocketed. The budget exploded. Eventually, investors lost confidence. Construction stopped on most reactors before completion. Only one reactor was ever finished. In 1983, the project defaulted on $2.25 billion in bonds, the largest municipal bond default in American history at the time. Today, business schools still study this project as one of the greatest examples of financial mismanagement in infrastructure development. Number 1. Superconducting Super Collider. Imagine building the world's largest scientific machine, only to abandon it halfway through. That is exactly what happened in Texas. The superconducting super collider was designed to become the most powerful particle accelerator ever built. It would have stretched nearly 54 miles, making it much larger than Europe's Large Hadron Collider. Scientists hoped it would unlock some of the greatest mysteries of the universe. Construction began in the late 1980s. Miles of underground tunnels were completed, but costs kept rising. Political support disappeared. Congress eventually canceled the project after roughly $2 billion had already been spent. The unfinished tunnels still exist today as a reminder of what might have been. Many experts believe this decision shifted the center of particle physics research from the United States to Europe. Instead of leading one of history's greatest scientific discoveries, America watched the Higgs boson, the so-called God particle, be discovered years later at CERN. These projects had something in common. None of them failed because the ideas were bad. Most failed because of unrealistic budgets, political conflict, changing priorities, poor management, and years of costly delays. Together, these 5 projects consumed well over $130 billion. Yet several never achieved their original goals. They serve as a reminder that building something extraordinary requires more than money. It requires planning, leadership, and the ability to finish what you start. Which of these mega projects surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy videos about engineering, construction, and billion-dollar infrastructure projects, don't forget to subscribe for more.